After the recent changes to the Duolingo English Test pattern, I have got so many comments from students about the interactive writing. Before the changes, interactive writing was already hard enough for many students, as it was difficult to write a big response within the duration of 5 minutes. And things become worse after introduction of the follow-up response. Interactive writing contributes majorly to your production score, and unable to write enough is hurting your score the most. So here is our agenda today. Like every other question type, we will be discussing about how can you answer the question type effectively and boost up your production score. Let's quickly recap what is interactive writing question type in Duolingo English Test. In this question type, you will be given a question on your screen. Now, this question can be of multiple styles. One, where you are given 2 to 3 sub-questions under it, or it could simply ask you just one question. You are given 20 seconds to prepare before an actual timer of 5 minutes starts. Now, the previous version of the question used to end after 5 minutes. But now, after the completion of 5 minutes, the right side of the question opens up, which is follow-up response. Here, you will be shown another question which is related to the question that you just answered, and you will be asked to elaborate it a bit more based on what is asked. And you'll be given additional 3 minutes to answer that. Let me be honest, interactive writing is one of the hardest section on DET for almost everyone, including me. There are various emotions that every student goes through while writing the answer. When you start writing, to do that, you need to understand the question correctly. You need to think of something that you can relate to the question so that you can start. By then, almost a minute of yours is lost. Next up, when you start writing, you need to make sure that you answered everything completely and to the point. After all of this, an additional follow-up question. Oh man, this is a roller coaster. Now hear me out very carefully, because in next few minutes, you will be discovering important strategies using which you will not only be able to answer the interactive writing question and follow-up response, but also score high. Take a quick look at how are you marked on these questions, so that we know how to formulate the answers to get the highest score. First and very basic, grammar skills. They want to see if you are able to formulate grammatically correct and complex statements. Correct grammar statements will help you score good, but complex grammar statements will help you score high. Number 2, punctuations. They want to see if you have knowledge about using punctuations like comma and full stop in a sentence. Number 3, spelling. This is the most ignored one in the heat of the time. They want to see how well you can write a paragraph of answer without making any spelling mistakes. Not many of you know, but they accept both American and British. So now that we are clear on what skills do we need to score high, let's see how exactly can we achieve it. Number 1, basic grammar. Spend a lot of time in learning basic grammar to make sure that what you are writing is correct. Multiple ways on how can you do that. Start reading books and newspapers. You need to focus on understanding their writing style, mainly the use of prepositions and articles. This has changed my life. And to be honest, like many of you, I was lazy to learn grammar from textbooks. Alright, moving on to number 2, vocabulary and synonyms. Look, I have spent almost all of my time on YouTube emphasizing the superpower of vocabularies and synonyms in DET. Learn new words, like the one that I did yesterday, overcast, which basically means cloudy. The habit that I usually follow to increase my vocabulary is whenever I hear or read a new word, I immediately make a note of it in my notepad or mobile device with its meaning. And I keep on reading all the new words again and again till I get hold of them, and then I start using them in writing sentences. I know it could take some time to get used to, but trust me, this works like charm. Are you liking it so far? Then just wait for the last point, as it is going to be a game changer for you. Number 3, structure your answer. Come on, say it with me. Intro plus main idea plus conclusion. Okay, we need to understand that this is an English test. We need to give them what they are looking for. The structure above has some magic in it. It keeps the reader engrossed in your answer as he finds it to be logically constructed. Well, think of it to be the flow of the movie that you're watching. If the climax of the movie comes before the introduction of the main characters, we are not going to like that movie. So please structure your answer to make it interesting. Last but not least, number 4, work on your typing speed. In order to assess your English ability of writing, DET team asks, or rather I would say wants you to write as much as possible in the given time. And basically, that was the whole purpose of adding a follow-up response question. What they mean by that is the more you write, the more they get chance to understand how good are you in producing answer. So, for example, if you just write 3 sentences in an answer, they will assess your writing ability based on those 3 sentences. Instead, if you are able to flaunt what you are capable of by writing 5 or more sentences, that gives them flexibility to extend their judgment based on more content. Okay, let's practice all the points that we just mentioned by answering these 3 interactive writing questions on our most preferred tool to practice online, Dreamy DET. This online tool has one of the largest question banks of the new question type, which I wasn't able to find anywhere else. Additionally, they also have sample answers, which you can refer and get an idea on how to construct your own answer. Let's use the same tool and start answering the questions.
All right, so let's head over to the Dreamy Deities website and let's select the interactive writing question type. All right, let's start with the question number 1. Describe a time when you were surprised in a positive way. Um, okay, what happened? Provide specific details, reason, and or examples. Sure, I think we can begin this one. Okay, I decided to explore a new cafe. Inside of something 6 out, when waiting. So, so, so these are people who informed me that it was the house. It was pleasantly pleasantly surprised and touched by the generosity. Generosity. While sipping the coffee, coffee. Sipping the coffee, I couldn't just. It was not just free drink. It's, it was also and yes, and okay, okay. Um, Many moments of my life when I was surprised when myself feeling happy and that's that's all right. I think this is a good answer. We still have 25 seconds left. I think we'll move on to the follow-up response. Impacted the future decisions or actions in aspect of your life. Write about the changes, big or good. All right, we need to be quick on this one. All right, we will get paid with a smile on my face. I carry the weight of that small bit will be stored beneath in the book and inspired us spread kindness wherever, wherever I go. This experience taught me sometimes the most meaningful come from the simplest gesture, gestures, kindness, reach, find, using to help someone who is in need, doing the kind that it could make someone's day special. Okay, I think that this is a good enough answer. All right, so I'm gonna submit this one. We still have 25 seconds left. Awesome. And now let's check out the sample answer that Creamy DT has. Well, this is a great answer as well. I guess we can create something meaningful out of this answer as well. If you get the same kind of question. Let's look at the answer for follow-up question. So positive way. Okay. All right. This is really a very good answer, sample answer. All right. Let's move on to the question number 2. I'm gonna go to question 2. Okay. Talk about the favorite tradition or celebrations. Okay. Celebration. How do you participate in the event and why is it important to you? Okay, I think I'm going to talk about Thanksgiving. All right, let's begin this one. Okay, to express gratitude, share stories, and indulge in delicious food. In my Thanksgiving is more than just a holiday. Holiday. It is cherished tradition that brings us closer together. Together. Okay. All right, let's talk about how do we participate in that. My participation in the event begins days before, oops, before Thanksgiving. Alongside my family, my family members, I help them to prepare the fe- the feast and do the decorations. All right. Um, for me now, okay, yeah, we head over to the third part of the question, which is why is it important to you? For me, Thanksgiving is important because it serves as a reminder the importance of gratitude, or we already use gratitude, so thankfulness and togetherness. Okay, it provides an opportunity to pause, reflect, and appreciate the blessings that surround us. Sur- So, I think it should be surrounds us. All right, I think this is a good enough answer. So I kind of answered about my favorite tradition, how do you participate in the event, and why is it important to you? All right, I'm gonna move on to the follow-up response now. Let's see what question do we get next. Discuss how tradition or celebration connects you with the cultural heritage and why you value this connection. Okay, I think we can start this one. During early times, people of family used to have much more time to be in touch with each other. Unlike today, where each one of us is busy daily life. The celebration, every yearly celebration like Thanksgiving gives us an opportunity to connect, um, connect with each other and create memories that we can cherish until we meet again. Okay, and this is the reason why I value it the most. I think you kind of answered what the question was asking. All right, I think I'm gonna submit this one. We still have 1 minute left, but we're gonna look at the sample answer. I'm just gonna submit this one. Awesome. Let's look at the sample answer. Oh, this is talking about Thanksgiving as well. Nice. Wow, this is nice. Um, Maybe I can talk about storytelling, games, and other things that are mentioned in this answer. Oh, this is kind of the same sentence that I have. Making a church event that highlights a sense of family and togetherness. Nice. All right, let's check out the sample answer for follow-up question. Maximum tradition and history, the sense of unity, continuity, insight, appreciation, richness. Okay, awesome. Let's move on to our final question number 3. Here we go. Right about the time you first used computer. Oh, okay. What kind of computer was it? What were you using it for? Include specific details in your response. All right. Let's begin this one. My first computer, my first encounter with computer was in the early 2000s, 2000s. And it was like stepping into the whole new universe. This computer was a beast of a machine. It was not sleek or stylish. It was not sleek or stylish by any means, but to me, it was a portal to a whole new world of possibilities. Accessibility. Okay. Um, all right. Okay, let's talk about what kind of computer it was. We did talk about that. What were you using it for? My first task on this machine was to explore the realm of paint. Sure, everyone of you have done this as well. Okay, I started moving the oops. I started moving the chunky mouse to create a masterpiece. Easy masterpiece. That would make the most seasoned artist raise an eyebrow. I think most of you guys have done this as well. All right. What else can we write? The real magic happened when I was introduced to the internet. From slow loading of websites, right, to the tone of you have got an email. Each moment was filled with excitement and wonder. Okay, I think this should be more than enough. Um, Although we have still got time left, let's move on to the follow-up answer, follow-up response. Next, how did using a computer for the first time unlock a new world to you? Discuss how this experience changed your perspective or opened up new opportunities. Okay, let's begin this one. Looking back, the first computer was more than oops, than just a machine. It was a gateway to a whole new way of thinking and creating. Okay, excuse me. It ignited a passion for technology that still burns, oops, so two different words, right today. Let's burn bright today. Um, I think I'm gonna add more, but still burns bright today, the course, shaping the course of my life in ways that I could never have imagined. Okay, I think I'm gonna write one more sentence. Even though these old machines have been outdated a long ago, but its impact I never be forgotten. I will never forget. All right. I think this should be good enough. I'm going to submit this one. And let's check out the sample answers for this question. Oh my God, okay. Was encounter with the computer was late. It is a bulky. It's a page. Click with the form test. Apple technology. I was introduced to tab. Learn basic word processing. Okay. The clunky keyboard. Yeah, we can actually use some of the characteristics of the old keyboards as well. The clunky keyboards. Mesmerizing. We delve into the world of educational games. Yeah, I could have written something about games as well. Okay, instruction, consent, experience. This is a great answer. This is a great sample answer. Let's look at the follow-up response. So, using the computer for the first time, I'm looking into endless possibilities. It changed my perspective by revealing one's potential and justification. Shaping my curiosity, future interest. Okay. All right. So these were our 3 practice questions. And of course, you guys can come on to the Dreamy DT's website to test so many questions out here.
Thanks for joining me in this quest today of drilling interactive writing question type. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to share it with your friends in need. And as always, stay focused and stay curious. I'll meet you in the next one. All the best.